am I doing? I often wonder why I feel dull and ill, why my spark is gone and my head feels like mush. And then I check my screen time and it all makes sense. And I wonder why I give so much time to this device when there's so much wonder right in front of me. So in today's video, I want to get back in control of my time, back in tune with my body and connected to my energy, my values and people around me, not just connected to the internet. So please join me as I go analog. Hello, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going analog, I guess, sort of, not really. I know I'm being hypocritical. I'm posting on YouTube while talking about going analog, but this is more just a video about me trying to take control of my life and fill it with as much joy and presence as possible. And I don't think I can do that while staring at a screen for hours a day. So this is just, taking back control and choosing what you're going to do with your wonderful life that you only get to do once. If you take anything from this video, please take that. The first thing I'm going to do is make a dummy phone. So you can buy these dummy phones or you could buy a flip phone, which both seem like great options, but personally I already have a iPhone, so I'm just going to turn that into a dummy phone. So I watched this creator's video and she explains how you can turn your phone into a dummy phone just on the iOS settings, or you can download an app like this. I think you have to have a subscription, so I might delve into this though. I think the reason I want a dummy phone is because I still want to use things like Google Maps, I still want to use Spotify, I still want to be able to message my friends, but the thing I want to kick more is social media and having everything at my fingertips all the time. I want to live a life where I go on my phone intentionally. I don't need to have it on me all the time. So now I'm going to talk about swaps. Is there anything I do? No. So now I'm going to talk about some swaps that you can do so you still feel like you have everything you need without having to use your phone. I don't want to sit here and tell you to buy loads of stuff because that's not really the point of this video, but I am going to show you some things that you can swap out, maybe things that you already have. The first thing is get yourself a watch. If you don't have one already, just get one. I mean, you don't have to check your phone to check the time. Simple, right? This is my watch. I wear it every day and I love it. The next thing is a notepad, a little notepad that you can just chuck in your bag. I usually bring my big notebook everywhere with me because this is like my mind. This is everything is this, but if you want to be carrying it around with you instead of using your notes app, a little notebook is very nice to have. Oh no, I'm gonna be bored, what am I gonna do? Okay, first thing you've got to do is read a book. They are very fun and good. If you've never heard of a book, then you should go and check them out. But yeah, just chuck this in your bag and take it with you. It's gonna be more entertaining, I'm telling you now. And you get to choose what you wanna read. I've got a pack of cards here. I don't bring cards with me everywhere, but I do love cards. But the Four of Hearts has got grease all over it, so you always know who's got the Four of Hearts, which is a bit annoying. Next up is a camera, right? You use your iPhone camera, maybe you do. I don't because I have zero storage and it won't let me take a photo, and I haven't been able to take a photo for the past like 9 months. So if I want to take a photo, I have to ask my mate, oh, can I take a photo on your phone? So that's actually not a problem for me. I just don't take photos anymore, which is great. I tried film like 2 years ago and I love it, but it did become quite expensive. So I have switched to digital. I mean, this is a video camera. If you're not gonna use it, just don't buy it. You don't need it. But I do make videos, so I like cameras. Don't go out and buy a load of crap, but if you're into it, if it's your hobby and if it makes you happy, please just fulfill your dreams. And that's why I have this Canon camera. For music, personally, I'm gonna continue to use my phone because I predominantly listen to Discover Weekly and I'm always trying to find new artists and I don't need any more stuff, so I really just don't want to buy records, an iPod, headphones, blah, blah, blah. And for films, I don't want to buy DVDs. I just don't need any more physical media. If you can't tell, by my room. There's been a pack of Pringles in the back. So they're my kind of handbag swaps. I don't really carry a handbag, but they would be my handbags. They're my backpack swaps. Wow, I've gone analog and now I have so much free time. What am I going to do with myself? While going analog, there are 4 things that I want to prioritize, and that is mind, body, soul, and connection. These are the 4 things that I deemed the most important things to live a happy and fulfilling life, I guess. Not really. Just, yeah, I don't really know. The first point I want to touch on is your mind. This looks like choosing things that enrich you and inspire you, no matter what they are. This can be learning a new topic, reading, journaling, just anything that gets those cogs working. And meditation is obviously good to clear your mind. To nourish your mind, you could do things like choosing a topic you're interested in. If you're out of school, you can learn on your own accord now. You don't have anyone telling you that you have to learn a specific subject. You can literally just learn whatever you want. For example, I'm not that interested in history, but I love the witch trials. I don't love the witch trial. I love learning about the witch trials. I'm very interested in that topic. So now I can learn about that without having anyone breathing down my neck, and how brilliant is that? So go out there and just learn what you can. The second point I want to focus on is my body. For me, this looks like trying to live more like my dog. She wakes up, she eats, she goes outside, she chills, she goes outside, she eats, and she goes to bed. That's what I want to do. I want to live life like my dog. That's my goal. Because at the end of the day, we are animals, and should I be staring at a screen all the time? No. I should be frolicking in the fields. I hope that made sense. Examples of things you can do to get in tune with your body. I know it's been a big trend as well as the analog trend, but going on hikes is a great way to connect with people around you that you love. I don't want to talk about gym and exercise because I think that those are obviously great for your body, but for me this is more of an internal, what can I do to fix my nervous system, my circadian rhythm, getting in connection with nature and feeling more grounded rather than self-help, get out there, get your weight sessions in. It's not really that. For me, it's more genuinely just getting connected to my body. The next thing is getting in connection with your soul. Mind, body, soul, right? Mind, body, soul. What was that thing you could do when you were a kid where you just lock in for hours and hours and hours on end and the time would pass like nothing? I think this is what you should do right now to nourish your soul. When I was a kid, I used to love crafting, so I still do that today. I used to make little things for my toys, and I preferred making stuff for my toys than actually playing with my toys. So I'd make bedrooms out of cardboard or make them dresses and clothes. That was the thing that made my time pass really quickly. Another thing I used to do was make videos. I loved making stop motion videos, so that's another thing that made time pass really quickly. So the two things that I think nourish my soul is making videos and crafting. It's not going to be the same for everyone. Some people love gaming, some people love exercise, some people love sports, and I think it's just finding what this is for you and choosing to actively do it. And I think it's going to be a lot more nourishing than phone time. And the last thing that I want to focus on is connection. Connection with your friends, connections with your family, connection with your co-workers, connection with strangers, just taking time to be present with those around you. I don't know if you've sat in a train carriage and looked around and seen that everyone is on their phone, and this is all ages. And I think this is what I mean, is there's a disconnect. My favourite thing in the world was going out as a kid and just playing on my bike with my friends, and I can still do that, but I can drink! No, that was a joke. That was a joke. For me, I like to do one thing a week where I see my friends or family. Some weeks this doesn't happen, but most weeks it does. This gives you something to look forward to, and you're gonna have way more fun with people that you love than sitting on your phone. And it gets you out of the house. So those are the 4 points I wanted to talk about: mind, body, soul, and connection. I think this is all cohesive with the analog vibe. I don't know if I've gone a little bit off topic, but I think stepping away from our screens invites more presence, so we get that childlike wonder, we get to choose what we do with our lives, and also focus on choosing things that nourish you personally, because not everything works for everyone. And also just choosing what you want to do with your life. So if you don't want to go analog, don't. Choose what you consume, live your life, and be crazy. So I hope you enjoyed this video and got some inspiration, and maybe you'd like to try and go a bit more analog. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye 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 bye.